हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम टू FPL Gupshup। मेरा नाम है रक्षित एंड आई एम जॉइंड बाय राहुल भाटिया एंड मनन चिप्पर। क्या हाल है दोस्तों? गेम वीक 35 ऑलमोस्ट थैंकफुली सीजन खत्म होने वाला है फ्रॉम माय पर्सपेक्टिव एटलीस्ट, बट वी हैव टू पीपल हु हैव अ लॉट टू
Three
प्ले
more
फॉर।
weeks to go.
3 4 या lot of things, not too many things to discuss, but we saw some unexpected results इनकी बात करेंगे। बट डबल गेम वीक मनन कंफर्म हो चुका है and also you are on Wildcard. Bhatia Saab, are you also on Wildcard? No, you played a Wildcard, right?
Bhatia Sahaab played it on Wildcard for
I
me.
wish I had another wildcard. I played already.
कैसी बात कर भाटिया साहब, किलिंग इट, एब्सोल्युटली किलिंग इट। बट काफी लोग वाइल्ड कार्ड पे हैं, काफी लोग बेंच बूस्ट 36 पे भी हैं, बहुत सारे लोगों ने यूज भी कर लिया है। काफी लोगों ने फ्री हिट किया 34 में। मिक्स रिजल्ट्स आई वुड से, बट 33 bench boost was pretty good for a lot of people. Yeah, we saw some really big scores.
Very, very high
But
scores. Yeah.
we'll talk about game week 35 and the final stretch of the season. Manan, I think the big news is कि डबल गेम भी कंफर्म हो चुका है फॉर 36 एंड काफी स्पेकुलेशन था कि बोर्नमथ और सिटी का हो सकता है फॉर एग्जांपल 36 में, बट इन द एंड फाइनली हमको सिटी और पैलेस का मिला जो एक्सपेक्टेड था। सो व्हाट डू यू फील अबाउट द डबल ओवरऑल? सिटी के लिए तो ऑब्वियसली इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट फ्रॉम अ पैलेस पर्सपेक्टिव कंसिडरिंग यूर ऑन बेंच बूस्ट, मतलब आर यू कंसिडरिंग पैलेस प्लेयर्स ऑल्सो या फिर डू यू थिंक इट्स अ ट्रैप?
Obviously, I won't say it's a trap, but obviously Palace के साथ उनका यूरोप का फिक्सचर भी है। Again, I think Shakhtar Donetsk सेमीफाइनल है, so that will definitely, अब वो अगर let's say जीत जाते हैं then वो फाइनल है। So again, we don't want Palace का फोकस obviously यूरोप होगा, and we've already seen last couple of matches में Sar has missed out, Mateta has missed out, right? जब थोड़े से क्रंच, थोड़ा सा मिडवीक मैचेस होते हैं, तो वही है टू नेल पैलेस प्लेयर जो दोनों मैचेस में फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल स्टार्ट करेगा, क्योंकि अगर लेट्स से द लाइक्स ऑफ सार मैटेटा नहीं स्टार्ट करे देन देयर आर गुड सिंगल गेम वीक ऑप्शंस एज वेल। सो करंटली इन माय वाइल्ड कार्ड ड्राफ्ट आई हैव 2 पैलेस, आई एम थिंकिंग ऑफ एडिंग वन, बट मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा किसको, सो विल डिस्कस पैलेस। बट आई थिंक फ्रॉम अ मैन सिटी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, अगर लेट्स से किसी के पास ट्रिपल कैप्टन है, हालैंड इज अ गुड शाउट। हर मैच में ऑब्वियसली सिटी नीड टू विन, it's in their hands now to win the league, so I just feel like Haaland is a pretty good shout for a triple captain. But from a bench boost point of view as well, I like that obviously we were hoping for this double and we got this.
Bhatia Saab, what do you make of this double from both the teams का perspective?
I think City assets are more clear, as in आप 4-5 पिक में से 3 पिक चूज करोगे and you expect them to start both games. With Palace, like Manan said, हमें पता नहीं है कौन 2 गेम स्टार्ट करेगा, and with their Europa League distractions, it's not really a double. आपको शायद आप इसे single 1.25 fixtures in a game week मान सकते हो, because even Everton at home after the European distractions is not going to be an easy game. और turnaround time भी जितना मैंने देखा is less than 3 days, less than 72 hours. So Everton वाले गेम में तो पक्का रोटेशन होगी, which probably is the easier fixture out of the two. And City away, even if you have a whole full strength team, City who's fighting for the title, I'm not really sure it's that appealing. But then you can still pick your players who are going to get DEFCON, or maybe if you're happy with appearance points, आपको 2 पॉइंट ज्यादा शायद मिल जाएंगे।
Yeah, I think you nailed it, भाटिया साहब, कि अगर फ्लिप होते ना फिक्सचर्स, लेट्स से कि सिटी पहला होता जहाँ पे 2.5 days के बाद उनका मैच है एंड दे कैन इजीली रेस्ट ऑल द प्लेयर्स, फिर एवर्टन के लिए आपको एक वीक मिल रहा है, तो अलग थोड़ा सा आई थिंक ऑप्टिमिस्टिक होता है पैलेस के लिए। बट कंसिडरिंग कि एवर्टन वाला मैच पहले है एंड उसके बाद आफ्टर अ वीक्स रेस्ट दे हैव मैन सिटी अवे फ्रॉम होम, सो मुझे खास अपील नहीं लग रही है पैलेस प्लेयर्स की। वी डोंट नो कि कौन से प्लेयर्स दोनों मैच स्टार्ट करेंगे, वी डोंट नो कितने मिनट्स मिलेंगे, वी हैव एब्सोल्युटली नो आइडिया। मतलब यू कैन लुक एट डिफेंडर्स, आप बोल सकते हो कि इसको डेफकॉन मिलेगा, बट यू एक्सपेक्ट सिटी विल स्कोर लाइक 2-3 गोल्स, आप डेफकॉन इज रिड्यूस टू 1 point. Everton के against at home, I will back Everton to score at least maybe. But will your players even start that match? We'll have to see that. मतलब पैलेस का फोकस है ही नहीं प्रीमियर लीग पे बिल्कुल भी, एंड स्पेशली इफ दे एक्चुअली क्वालिफाई फॉर द फाइनल, जिसके लिए वो ऑड्स ऑन फेवरेट्स हैं, तो दैट मींस उनका कोई भी मतलब दूर दूर तक फोकस नहीं है प्रीमियर लीग पे। ऑलरेडी आप देख सकते हो कि पैलेस की फॉर्म कितनी स्केची है इन द प्रीमियर लीग, राइट? मतलब सो कोई फोकस है ही नहीं उनका एंड कोई बनता भी नहीं है बिकॉज ऑल आईज आर ऑन द कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग फॉर देम. बट हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि क्या क्या प्लेयर्स हैं आप लोगों के पास. मनन क्या वाइल्ड कार्ड देखेंगे कि क्या पैलेस प्लेयर्स को दिख रहे हैं अपनी टीम के लिए. You want to look at this projections one या फिर you want to go to the next one?
Yeah, I think just we can just talk about it for a couple of minutes because obviously एक होता है obviously हम wildcard point of view से देखेंगे, but even for people who have already used their chips, who have already wildcarded, this is just a story of from now till obviously game week 38 क्योंकि अब 4 game weeks बाकी है, तो essentially आपका every transfer is obviously very important. So just from a projected goals point of view, you can just see match by match bifurcation of how many goals they're projected to score and clean sheet, and just again जो भी आप players आप consider कर रहे हो. For example, let's say आप Chelsea की हम बात करें, a lot of people have Joao Pedro Palmer, they have good 35 and they have good 37, they have an average 36. So things like this just आपको थोड़ा सा better एक perspective दे देते हैं in terms of just odds. Obviously it's just odds and we know how it just doesn't work out sometimes. But yeah, and again the surprising thing for me again was Arsenal के clean sheet point of view, and hence मेरे draft में आप देखोगे what defenders I've gone for, but Arsenal have like what 3 good 40 plus percent 40% plus chance of clean sheets in 35 37 and 38. तो things like this आप अपने transfers इस पे base करके आप ला सकते हो.
आई डोंट थिंक कि बहुत ज्यादा इसमें वो है कि डिस्प्यूटेबल है कि सिटी आर्सेनल आर द टू टीम्स जो बेस्ट डिफेंसिवली आप टारगेट कर सकते हो एंड सिटी आर बाय फार द बेस्ट टीम जो आप अटैक में टारगेट कर सकते हो. आप देखोगे आर्सेनल 8.2 है गोल्स में भी, बट अगेन हु डू यू गेट? एब्सोल्युटली जीरो ऑप्शंस फ्रॉम देयर अटैक. सिटी इट्स प्रीटी मतलब स्टैंडर्ड कि आपके कौन से ग्रुप ऑफ 3-4 अटैकिंग प्लेयर्स आप ला सकते हो. उसके अलावा भाटिया साहब, इफ यू प्योरली लुक एट गोल्स, लुक एट लिवरपूल, चेल्सी, ब्राइटन, मैन यूनाइटेड, मतलब आपको किन टीम्स की सबसे ज्यादा अपील है? कीपिंग इन माइंड देयर फिक्सचर्स, कीपिंग इन माइंड व्हाट दे हैव टू प्ले फॉर, कीपिंग इन माइंड देयर करंट फॉर्म, राइट? एंड आल्सो लाइक कि वायबल एसेट्स हैं इन टीम से, तो आपको कौन सी टीम या कौन से प्लेयर्स की अपील है?
I like Brighton, especially उनके next 2 fixture काफी अच्छे हैं. Newcastle, they're not playing well, they're struggling. मैं कई फोरम में पढ़ रहा था, they are worried they're not going to pick up another point this season and they are on 42 points. They're like हम relegate हो सकते हैं. ऐसी हालत चल रही है उनके fan base में. There is a lot of distress within the club. So I'm pretty sure Brighton can score a couple of goals there, and they play Wolves after that, who are already relegated. So next 2 look very good for Brighton assets. Sadly for the 32 wildcarders जिनके पास already triple Brighton है, so they are sitting very pretty, I would say. जिन्होंने bench boost 33 किया था. And like Manan is on wildcard, I think Welbeck becomes a standout pick. आप एक defender consider कर सकते हो at least for the next 2. Triple up maybe not required, but I would say definitely double Brighton is a good shout. Leeds for this week look good. Leeds ka recent form, other than their FA Cup semi-final defeat, has actually been pretty good. They've been consistent. They picked up a lot of points. Attacking wise, Okafor sahi hai, Calvert-Lewin sahi hai. Villa के fixtures अच्छे यार next though, but then the European distractions, we don't know how much of a part that will play. और Emery ऐसा manager जो अभी तक इतना rotate नहीं किया, like the like of Rodgers and even Watkins, they play a lot of the minutes. But then will they actually be concerned about their Premier League results? Unka top 4 is almost assured, so they don't really have much to play for. When winning a European title will obviously be better. So Villa के fixtures अच्छे, but it's hard to get a read on them.
Yeah, and if you see the difference in Villa and Chelsea, जो 6th पे I think, काफी like अच्छा gap है. So they can afford to drop some points around these semi-finals. Even if they switch on for the last 2 or 3 matches of the season, I think if they pick up like a win, couple of wins, I think they're okay. Top 5 के लिए they're okay.
The problem is, but the thing is, obviously, it's Liverpool, Man City in 37 and 38. Man City was, मतलब अगर हो सकता है तब तक something to play for, and Liverpool also, I think are playing for Europe. So, I'm not sure कि they'll rotate a lot. Obviously, couple of players might be rotated, but I still feel जैसे अभी तक Emery operate करते हुए आए, he'll continue to do so.
हाँ, तो रोटेशन का वही है कि आप रोटेट कर सकते हो, बट मतलब आप डिस्ट्रैक्टेड भी हो फ्रॉम द यूरोपियन फाइनल, सो यू कैन प्ले अ टीम इन द यूरोपा लीग एंड आप 80% सेम टीम खिला रहे हो वीकेंड पे, बट क्योंकि आपका एक बहुत ही इंटेंस मैच होगा अगेंस्ट फॉरेस्ट, तो वो आप कितना डिस्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हैं. एमरी बहुत वैल्यू करता है यूरोपा लीग को, इट्स हिज फेवरेट कंपटीशन. सो करंटली मैं देख रहा हूँ विला आर 58 पॉइंट्स एंड ब्राइटन आर 50 पॉइंट्स. सो 8 पॉइंट्स का गैप है फिफ्थ और सिक्स्थ में. I think it should be enough.
Should be
Couple of
fine,
wins, couple of wins in their last 4, and it should be enough to see them at
Strongly
least
will
top
be
5.
enough. Brighton is not winning
Yeah.
all 4 games.
What about Liverpool and Chelsea? Because they have a lot to play for. Liverpool, again, I don't know what attacking assets you go for. Chelsea are interesting suddenly again because manager is gone and we saw like an improvement. So Manan, any Chelsea attackers and Liverpool attackers जो लोगों को target करने चाहिए in your opinion?
Joe Pedro is definitely up there again. I just feel like he also looked good in the last match against Leeds. So मुझे लगता है I like Joe Pedro. Obviously Palmer did not start the match. I think he came on as a sub. So I don't know कितना अभी भी Palmer is he 100% fit or not. But Enzo and Joe Pedro are the only two players I'm interested in also because I think whenever McFarlane has जब भी उसने I think कितने matches उसने Chelsea के साथ manage किए उसमें Enzo has scored in majority
Enzo's
of
done
them.
well, yeah.
Yeah,
Enzo looked good. He was the standout player. Chelsea
exactly.
का again last match maybe.
Hence Joe Pedro and Enzo. And even if you look at the fixtures, Forest, Tottenham, Sunderland, even Liverpool, I mean, they can score goals. And again, Chelsea, last 3 games को अगर आप छोड़ दो, last 3-4 games, उससे पहले they were really doing good for it, especially from an attacking point of view. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है Joe Pedro, if you have him, hold him. Even Palmer, even Enzo, I think if you have those assets, you can easily hold them.
Yeah. Any other players? Bournemouth, they still appeal. I mean, they're
Bournemouth is
the
good for
form
for
काफी
sure.
अच्छा. Yeah. Krupi, Tavernier, all these
Tavernier.
guys, defenders, decent options.
From just from a 36 gaming point of view, अगर आप सोच रहे हो what sort of, अभी हम आगे और discuss करेंगे, but even if you see Brighton is a team जिनका Wolves at home है, so it's easily Brighton, Leeds. How Rakshit, what's your point of view on the Leeds versus Tottenham match? That is something I'm considering. Just want to know your opinion on that.
कौन सा मैच है 36 में?
Yeah, just
Tottenham
because
के
a lot of
must-win
lot
match
of
है.
people will have Leeds. A lot of people might be still holding on to Leeds players. इस week भी Leeds का अच्छा fixture. I just feel like you can go for Leeds players on bench boost in 36 or hold them.
Yeah, वही है कि Spurs have to win. I'll back Spurs to score in that match, even if they don't win. So अगर आप defenders हैं आपके पास bench boost में, then you're relying on, मतलब मेरी reading है कि you will need to rely on like attacking returns and defcons. Spurs का attack तो कुछ है नहीं खास, तो मैं बहुत confidence से नहीं कह रहा. But the thing is they have to win matches now. So, but हाँ attackers के लिए if you have like DCL or someone in your team, he will definitely get chances in that match. Deserby is someone जो attacking philosophy के साथ approach करेगा, and they have to win matches, so they have to go believing that they can win that match. तो मेरे को लगता है लीड्स के लिए जो भी आपके पास एसेट्स हैं तो उनके लिए अच्छा मैच है इन एनी वे, तो आप डेफिनेटली होल्ड कर सकते हो फॉर श्योर. Spurs are one of the worst teams in the league, man. There is a reason why they are 18th in the league. So अगर आपका होम मैच है against a team in the relegation zone, तो you definitely play those players, right? Unless हम कुछ dramatic turnaround कर रहे हैं, जो हो सकता है obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, West Ham है again, मतलब आपको numbers नहीं दिखेंगे इनके attack में, but they have so much to play for. They have the form also. So someone like Bowen, again, Manan, I don't know if you have him on your wildcard or not, but he's such a reliable asset and so much to play for. Everything goes through him. मैं तो recommend करूँगा like Bowen type का player over someone like, let's say, like a Mateta, who I'm not even sure will play 90 minutes combined.
100% Bowen over Mateta. The only issue is 36 में they face Arsenal, and I'll have probably 2 defenders from Arsenal. Nailed on defcons. Obviously nailed on defcons for Bowen.
देखो Arsenal के against भी West Ham goal मार सकती है.
Actually Bowen का record Arsenal के against अच्छा है.
बहुत अच्छा है.
हाँ, But again, it's just about obviously Bowen अगर आपके पास है, I wouldn't recommend you selling, but it's on Wildcard. There are a couple of appealing options जो हम आगे discuss करेंगे.
Chalo, let's go to the next slide. Let's go to this one,
Yeah.
which is Gameweek 35K projected goals and clean sheet odds. Bhatia Saab, any particular thoughts on any particular match in terms of both goals and clean sheets?
I like Bournemouth Palace. Definitely target Palace for this week in terms of goals as well as clean sheet for Bournemouth. Bournemouth वैसे भी high pressing team, and if you give them rest advantage where they have a week's rest and the other team has 2 days rest, that also after traveling far in Europe and coming and playing an away game, I think it could be a 2 or 3 goal win for Bournemouth. So that is one of the standouts. Leeds at home, they look really good, good for a clean sheet, as well as scoring a couple of goals. Arsenal, Fulham, I actually don't agree.
Bhatia Saab, do you think कि थोड़ा FA Cup setback Leeds को थोड़ा mentally थोड़ा affect कर सकता है?
कर सकता है, but I don't think it will matter in this sort of a game where they're actually very close to survival, right? A couple of wins, and that will pretty much be nailed. So they have a lot of incentive to play for. And अगर 6 महीने पहले किसी ने पूछा होता whether Leeds will stay up, बहुत कम लोगों ने confidently बोला होता कि they will. And now they have a real chance to do that.
Also, reach semi-finals itself is a pretty good run.
Yeah.
So I don't think and Burnley personally are the worst team, and I expect Leeds अपने home पे to at least to score. Again, we are forgetting Leeds. I think अपने home पे in the last 15 matches have lost 2 matches, I think, or something like that. Good. So they're pretty good at home, and I'll back personally Leeds to score a couple of goals.
Yeah. Bhatia Saab, you were talking about Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm just not convinced that it's going to be a 2-goal or an easy win for Arsenal, because Fulham are solid when they want to be. And they turned up last week. We saw that. ऐसा लग रहा था कि Fulham is on the beach, but they are actually not, and they can spoil the Arsenal party here, because Arsenal is a must-win game for them, right? और away to Atletico Madrid खेल रही है, उसके बाद आके Fulham खेलना. It's not going to be a straightforward 3-0 win जो सब expect कर रहे हैं. I actually won't be surprised if Fulham score.
I don't think anyone is
expecting
Arsenal fans. Arsenal fans
I don't think so. I still don't think
any
so.
Arsenal fans जो 3-0 win expect.
I think it'll be a close game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. What's your general take, Bhatia Saab, on Arsenal का defense from now till the end of the season? I know you will keep like Gabriel, but would you recommend like a double up?
The thing is, if there are no other standout options, you back the team who are likely to keep most clean sheets. Fulham home, West Ham away, I see max 1 clean sheet if they get it. Uske baad a game Burnley hai, which is, I would say, a nailed on clean sheet. And I don't know who they're playing the last week. I think that's Palace away. That's also a nailed on clean sheet. Palace have nothing to play for. So last 2 fixtures are pretty good, 37-38. Next 2, I'm not sure whether they will, because West Ham, I think, is scoring at home. They need the points for sure. And Fulham can score. Fulham usually score a goal every game. So maybe double, but not necessarily.
Yeah, I think the next 2 are trickier. Palace का वैसे भी, I think if they make the final, I think the Conference League final is like 3 days after.
It's 3 days after. It will be 3 days after the Arsenal game. Yeah.
So they have no reason to play any team whatsoever.
Arsenal game is on 24th and final is on 28th. So they don't. They'll probably rotate if they reach the final.
Or I think जो Villa City है, if Villa make the final, that's 3 days before, 3 or 4 days before the last day, which is interesting dynamics. So
imagine
these
if Forest reach the
final. Yeah, I genuinely feel it's a very close semi-final to call. It's not.
Forest
because
can
they have
beat
been
Villa.
playing really well. Definitely
can. But if Forest reach the final, they have the final to play for as well as their relegation hopes. Crazy for them.
Yeah. How many points are Forest on now?
I think 2 more than Spurs.
2 points more than Spurs.
Now. If they get 1 more win before that, they should be good, right?
I'm not sure actually. 40 points. Yeah, 40 points also might not be enough, like 41 points.
42 this season.
They will hit 42, it should be okay. That means you have Newcastle and all also in the conversation then. Like, it's crazy, absolutely crazy.
And next week is Forest Newcastle. That'll be fun.
Oh, man. crazy stuff is going on.
So Rakshit, हम बात करते हैं ना teams on the beach. Even if you see the top 5, मतलब for the European places की, right? Teams still places 11th and 12th can still come into the European places, right? So because बहुत कम difference है, so a lot of teams have a lot of to play for, and I don't think मतलब necessarily we'll see a lot of teams on the beach at least till game week 36-37.
यार देखो न्यूकासल 14th है on 42 points, and आप लोग बात कर रहे हो कि मतलब they don't know where they're going to pick up that 1 point which is going to keep them safe apparently. So that means 14th तक तो कोई safe नहीं है. Palace are 13th on 43 points and they have Europa मतलब पूरा Conference League का distraction, so maybe you can count them out. Sunderland are on 46, 3 points behind Bournemouth जो currently Conference League spot में है. So Sunderland are also in the European race. उसके ऊपर तो है ही obviously title race, Europa League, Champions League. So ऐसी एक भी single team नहीं है who have like nothing to play for in the league,
except for the
so many
teams that have
European
been
places.
relegated.
हाँ, Burnley and Wolves are like dead, and उनका आप recently देख भी चुके हो कि they have मतलब given up tools totally now. So I think those are the two teams जो आप definitely target कर सकते हो. उसके अलावा लेकिन it's all to play for. Like this week, none of us predicted a Fulham win against Villa. And Fulham beat them, right? So ऐसी बात है नहीं कि Fulham ने give up कर दिया or something like that, right? तो ये सब teams को हमें थोड़ा सा जैसे भाटी साहब कह रहे हैं, Fulham can pick up something against Arsenal. It's not going to be very easy. Yeah. Even मैं तो बोलूँगा कि Villa at home to Tottenham, with Tottenham fighting for their lives, it's not going to be very easy in between a European semi-final. It's not going to be very simple.
Just an interesting stat: Villa have had the most big chances in the last 6 game weeks. They've had 6 or 8 game weeks. So although we don't know Villa se score kaun karega, but there have been Watkins probably, but I don't know.
Half these chances maybe Watkins or something probably.
100%. Yeah, exactly. My question to you, Rakshit, is the United Liverpool match, because there's a captaincy dilemma obviously between Bruno and Haaland. Bruno is chasing the assist record still, like he is last match maybe there were a couple of places jahan pe Bruno would have gone for a shot, but he went for he tried to pass the ball, and I can clearly see he's going for he wants more assists rather than obviously scoring the goal. Does that make you captain him less? Because of it's all our narratives. Okay, it's all our narratives, right? So what's your thinking about United Liverpool match plus Everton City match in terms
बहुत tricky है भाई, बहुत tricky है captaincy. I genuinely can see क्योंकि United, Bhatia Saab will be in a better position to say, but this is the biggest match of the season. Old Trafford पे Liverpool से there's nothing bigger for United. They are the fiercest rivals. City तो चलो बाद में आए, but this is the crunch match. I think United are heading into this match in good shape overall. Liverpool मतलब मैं तो बोलूँगा कि they have picked up wins in the last couple of matches, but unconvincing wins बोलूँगा मैं. Right? Palace के against भी Manan, I think you saw the match and apparently Palace had a lot of chances, and
they did.
That Everton Liverpool match could have gone either way. तो मेरे को तो लगता है United will win this match comfortably. I think मेरे हिसाब से maybe by a couple of goals also. But I also feel City will win by a couple of goals probably. That makes Haaland obviously a great option. In terms of Bruno versus Haaland, genuinely बहुत tricky है क्योंकि one Haaland goal is equal to one Bruno assist in my opinion. And I think that is what makes it very, very interesting. Who will you back, Bhatia Saab, to get like double returns? Will you back Bruno or will you back Haaland in this sort of a fixture?
I think I'll back Bruno because City have more goal scorers. यार Bruno United में अगर 3 गोल पड़ते हैं, अगर आप expect करो United 3-1 types जीत रही है, which is possible, आप Bruno से 1 गोल एक expect करोगे या तो 2 assists expect करोगे, and उसके साथ साथ unless Casemiro scores 3 bonus Bruno का.
Casemiro will score.
Casemiro will score. Actually, he's a great pick.
It's not even a joke anymore. He's a brilliant pickup on a wildcard, by the way.
He got 25 DEFCONs last match. 25.
He's gonna hit like double-digit goals, man.
Yeah.
Which is absurd.
I'm pretty sure that's more than Saka, Palmer, everyone.
Yeah. Combined.
Probably combined. So,
but the thing is that
like Haaland भी अच्छे form में है. He's not
Yeah,
looked really bad.
the last
He's
two
got a lot
matches.
of shots. And just to throw the cat amongst pigeons, एक और option मैं बताना चाहता हूँ. Nico O'Reilly, why is he not a captaincy shot?
I'll come to him, but just my point of view on Haaland versus Bruno is the fact that obviously Bruno can get a penalty, but the fact that he is
So can
going
Haaland.
for assist, no, he is going for those. But वही वाली चीज होती है ना. Let's say Bruno gets an assist and he gets a penalty. It's a huge haul, right? It's like just because उसके लिए assist लेना is easier, and if he gets that penalty from nowhere, जो उसको obviously मिल सकती है थोड़ा फास्ट पेस थोड़ा फुटबॉल होगा, वैसे प्रीमियर लीग का होता नहीं है, बट आई जस्ट फील लाइक जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द ही गोइंग फॉर ओनली असिस्ट थिंग, जो मुझे दिख रहा था लास्ट मैच में कि ही वाज हेजिटेंट इन शूटिंग एंड रादर देन ही वाज जस्ट पासिंग, थोड़ा सा बस दैट मेक्स मी गो टुवर्ड्स lean towards Haaland.
I think that's a narrative जो लोगों ने बनाया है, just because
it might be narrative.
He's close to the assist record. That is the FPL community's narrative, क्योंकि assist record उसके पास है. And another interesting fact is last 14 games, I think Bruno जब से suspension या injury से वापस आया, he's returned in 12 games. He's returned at least a goal or an assist.
And at home,
consistent. No,
मतलब at home he's something else. He almost guarantee a return, guarantee return है, and double digit hauls उसके mostly home पे आए हैं. I think almost all of them at home. And मेरे हिसाब से तो ये narrative है बस कि मतलब shoot मतलब नहीं कर रहा क्योंकि assist record के लिए जा रहा है. वो naturally बहुत creative player है भाई. He's got so many assists because he's genuinely a very creative player. That doesn't mean कि if he's in a scoring position he will not shoot. ऐसा है नहीं कुछ. तो मेरे हिसाब से तो वो सब नैरेटिव है.
पेनल्टी में पास करेगा क्या? पेनल्टी में पास करेगा क्या फॉर द असिस्ट?
ओ मजा आ जाएगा. आई डोंट नो इफ दैट काउंट्स दो.
इट डज.
इट डज.
मेसी सुआरेज ने करा था ना.
हाँ
वो वाला. I just thought if he gets fouled and then he gives the penalty to someone else.
That's not happening. He's gonna take.
But who do you think will be more captain overall, Haaland or Bruno?
Haaland.
I think it might be Bruno, man, just because he has returned in so many weeks.
What is the template doing? The community?
I have no idea.
Any idea?
No, but I think it will be mixed. It's very, very, very close between both of them. It's very close. There's also Michael Keane factor.
Close to 100% this week.
Because Braithwaite is not there. I just feel like Keane थोड़ा ज़्यादा error prone है than Braithwaite. So that also is sort of playing in my head case, sort of how do I see that Everton Man City. I could see Haaland scoring as well, so I don't know, very close.
That's why I asked you about double returns, because I can see a Bruno assist and a Haaland goal, which is essentially the same thing. In fact, Bruno assist will give you probably more points because of bonus.
Bruno might get defcons as well in this match,
but who will get like double returns is my question. That's uncertain.
That's where O'Reilly, जो भाटिया साहब ने एक point हुआ, Rakshit, thoughts on O'Reilly, because he can keep a clean sheet, and obviously he's the second probably odds-on favorite to score a goal after Haaland.
I mean, if you're chasing punts, then he's the one to go for. He's that magical 15-17 pointer.
Yeah.
I think he's the second most likely goal scorer for City.
Yeah.
After Haaland. So,
yeah.
And if he's playing in midfield, then even better probably. He's the one to go for, but obviously आपको reliability नहीं मिलेगी इतनी. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not the same as Bruno and Haaland. No?
Yeah, obviously.
In terms of like getting a return that way.
Yeah, but there's also clean sheet then, right? Because there's a good chance of a clean sheet actually. So I don't know. O'Reilly is also definitely up there.
Anything else to add?
No, let's move on. Yeah.
Okay, this is Wildcard 35 and Bench Boost 36 draft for you, Manan. I think this is your draft.
Yeah, I mean, I've not thought a lot about it. Just made it top of my head. 3 City, 3 Arsenal.
Hate it. Just putting it out there, I hate it.
No, I know you hate it.
Triple Arsenal defense.
Yeah, so
that's quick thoughts on triple Arsenal defense, including Saliba.
Lack of imagination.
Lack of imagination is the right word because I've not put any imagination into this draft. Right? Again, I was just thinking about what other.
Quick question, Manan, before you explain your picks.
It's not,
What is your target?
Okay.
What is your target for the season?
Probably top 10. I'll be really happy if I reach top 10. Yeah.
How many points are you off?
Probably 50s, 45, 40, 45, 40-ish points.
So you need to take punts or picks where it will give you an edge over your crowd. And I don't think triple Arsenal defense is that.
I agree. And again, that's why before I could ask a question, Rakshit did talk about it, but I'm 90% not gonna go with triple defense. It's just so let's just focus on the first जो 100% मेरे draft में होंगे, who are triple city होंगे and most likely Haaland, Cherki and O'Reilly. There's obviously a case for Semenyo, but थोड़ा सा obviously now also Semenyo को एक rest मिल गया है because he did not start, I think. So Cherki still is looking really good. I think in the last match he had 7 shots and 7 chances created, something like that.
Yeah, 1 plus XGI.
Yeah, and 1 plus XGI. So triple city is our 100% locked. Gabriel is 100% locked. Raya is 100% locked. Bruno is 100% locked. Okay. Just because Raya is locked because I don't see more Arsenal assets. जिनके लिए मैं जाऊंगा. I don't like Rice. I don't like Gyökeres. I don't like Saka. Hence, it's just a safety net of clean sheets जो आपको राया के साथ मिल जाएगी. And we talked about Arsenal के clean sheet odds. बहुत अच्छे for the next 4. Now, talking about Rakshit, talking about Arsenal, because obviously you like to talk about Arsenal. What do you think? Do you think there's because Arsenal have everything to play for, obviously, more, just like a lot of teams. Do you think someone on Wildcard should go for a third Arsenal, or Gabriel and Raya are just fine? Like, is there a good third option Arsenal option?
More than enough air double. Who do you go for third? That's
Exactly.
the thing. Matlab, Saliba is a very underwhelming option, I would say. Also depends on your belief in how good Arsenal's defense is. Like, I think I see 2 clean sheets in 4, which is fair, I guess. अगर if you see more than 2, then you go for triple up or something. But अगर आपको 2 दिख रही है 4 में, then you're not maximizing your returns. मेरे को लगता है कि 2 are fine. मतलब एक भी काफी मेरे हिसाब से तो. If you want to chase some other players. But मेरे को लगता है कि looking at your draft, yeah, you can probably have some Bournemouth maybe in your team. I think they are a good form team.
Bournemouth have Fulham away in 36 again
Harry
with
Wilson,
the point of view bench
is
boost.
he in form right now? Do you want to have Lacroix in your team?
They have really
Palace
good
defense.
I think let's talk about one by one. I think Harry Wilson has a good 36, 37 and 38 fixture. Obviously 36 mein they play Arsenal, 35 mein they play Arsenal. But I just feel like from 36, 37, 38 they have good fixtures.
Is Bournemouth a good fixture in your opinion?
I think it can be. Obviously Bournemouth मेरे हिसाब से there'll be goals on both ends. So I know Wilson थोड़ा सा wide खेल रहा है, but what I struggled on Wildcard is picking midfielders, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत सारे better midfielders. It's not about कि Wilson. It was like कि मेरे को बहुत सारे better midfielder. Another option is Gibbs White उस spot में, but obviously he's a million more in money and I don't have extra money. And
another option is Casemiro.
Let me just check who they play in 36. Sunderland away. Yeah, he might be fine. Yeah, that's a good shout, Casemiro. Actually, I can.
What about Okafor?
I think I like the next 2, Burnley and Tottenham for Leeds. जैसे भाटिया साहब ने बात भी करी थी, and I think अब एक हफ्ते की spacing है. Okafor has been the best player. I think he should start the next 2 matches at least. And he's at a very good price as well. जहाँ पे again he's very affordable. So yeah.
What is your thoughts?
I think is a good pick.
I'll come to the attack. Welbeck is fine, Haaland is fine. Is Watkins purely because 36 में Burnley खेल रहा है? You're ignoring
Yes.
the likes of Bowen and Thiago, who
Yeah,
have
but
good
they
fixtures this week and 37, but they don't have good fixtures in 36.
So
Is that the reason?
my thinking is I'm looking at 35 and 36, and then I'll move on Watkins to someone probably later on. And if I see from a 2 week point of view, I think Watkins is better than obviously Thiago has done really well this season. Bowen has done really well this season. But मैं सिर्फ in isolation ये दो fixtures देख रहा हूँ, and that Burnley game could have a lot of goals. And Watkins हम obviously he blanked, but उससे पहले he scored in the last 3 consecutive matches. So ऐसा नहीं है कि he has not done well in the last few weeks. So Watkins is just because this week home game and next week Burnley, and then I'll look to do Watkins to some other player. That's what my plan is with Watkins.
But
Or
are you
if I
sure
go
he will
Rodgers,
definitely start like all games? Like
I think he should
Premier League
start.
Europa, Premier League Europa,
Yeah,
Premier
I
League.
think he should start personally. But if
He
मुझे लग
he
रहा
gets subbed off also, by the way, no?
yeah, but वही ऐसा रक्षित की because Tottenham also मैं सिर्फ game state
Because
point of view से थोड़ा सा जा
because
रहा
you
हूँ.
have
Yeah.
a lot of good, great, reliable forward picks,
The
right?
only
Who
problem
have
is
like guaranteed minutes, and I know you love minutes. So
yeah,
I
I do.
understand this lure of Burnley and understand this lure of Tottenham, but Tottenham is between the Europa League and Burnley is also like after it with a chance of reduced minutes. Problem
I
is
don't think
not
Tottenham is
Watkins.
that good
Problem
a
is
fixture.
yeah,
Sorry?
same here, and and I think there is a decent cushion also Villa have over Brighton, like an 8 point cushion. So especially considering the other options in attack, is it worth
But
going
the
Watkins?
only thing the thing is 36 bench boost is another thing, right? Because obviously I know you'll say Bowen can get Defcon, okay, but I'm just chasing that haul
Now
with
I expect West Ham to score in that match, so more than Defcons. That's my thing. I think that's West Ham ke home pe na, and
yeah.
definitely back them to score.
True. They might score, but on paper, I don't like both Thiago and Bowen in
You
that
can't have
match.
Bowen when you have triple Arsenal defense. So
Yeah,
simple. That's
exactly.
rule.
Also, or even double, I don't want Bowen. And again, same goes for Thiago. I just feel like I think they have 36 by Man City. So if Thiago and Bowen are not options for me, then the rest of जो forwards हो रहे हैं उसमें से I like Watkins the most. Obviously there's DCL as well, but I don't want to go Okafor and DCL as a double attack. I can go for it, but again, your point is valid with respect to minutes. I'll consider that.
One more option for you is Sheshko. Playing well.
Okay. I've not considered anyone other than Bruno, but okay. I'll consider
One more option
Sheshko.
is also Krupi, who I will recommend, who's playing really well.
Yeah, Krupi is
Good
They
a
35
very
play
and 36 for Krupi.
Fulham away, both 30 or 36, and they're playing really well. And he's playing really well. Very good for bonus also generally.
50% pen
Options है
share.
आपके पास. आपका options है attack में ना.
yeah. Okay. I'll ask you guys about midfielders thoda because I'm struggling to pick midfielders. Do you think there are who are the other midfielders that people can go for on top of your head? Just to name a few.
Gibbs White, but then you don't have the funds.
I like
Gibbs White.
Casemiro. I like Gross, Pascal Gross. I think he'll continue to tick along. थोड़ा सा differential जा सकते हो आप if you want to go. Okafor is a fine shot for 2 matches. I think he's playing well.
You could
Turkey is
get
a good
Hinchelwood
shout.
or someone instead of Dewsbury Hall. Better 36 fixture.
Yeah, actually, वही है कि I like Dewsbury. Dewsbury Hall has been really good whenever he has came on the pitch, right? So I just feel like even in 36 against Palace, he might do well. Especially, I think this match will be after the semi-final.
It's not a bad pick at all. Just few more options.
Also, again, money is an issue, right? I think spot pay. I think I was maxed out with Dewsbury Hall ka budget. So that is why I think I'm going for him. But Gibbs White is someone who's. Do you like Gibbs White fixture in the next 4, especially Rakshit? considering
36
obviously.
36 is brace potential, bhai.
So they have Chelsea away this week. Then 36 they have Newcastle at home. Good fixture. United away and Bournemouth at home. Rakshit, thoughts on Gibbs White?
36 का पसंद है मुझे तो बस. इस वीक अगर रोजेनियर की चेल्सी होती तो मैं थोड़ा और वो होता, बट कंसीडरिंग मैनेजर स्विच हुआ है, अगेन यूरोपियन मैचेस हैं, ही इज स्टिल अ ग्रेट ऑप्शन. आई थिंक ही इज probably the most likely goal scorer for Forest. They have been playing well. But it's not the best fixture this week. Next fixture is obviously very good.
The only thing is obviously he's great, I agree. But knowing the Nottingham Forest owner, obviously he'll be obviously chasing Europe, right? Plus, I think Gibbs White is now not on penalties because Chris Wood is back, is what I am assuming, right? Yeah. So just those couple of factors, considering they are in Europe, obviously जो वो priority, obviously they need to pick up couple of wins. तो ऐसा नहीं कह रहा हूँ यूरोप प्रायोरिटी होगी. It's just I just feel like उसकी वजह से थोड़ा सा मेरे को मैं थोड़ा सा low on Gibbs White. Otherwise he's a great asset if you own him. But just couple of those factors. Additional to कि Chelsea ने भी manager change किया है.
Fair.
Yep. And I would have 0 Palace in my team. But that's your call.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. Yeah. Cool. That's why I don't have a Munoz. So Lacroix versus Munoz, if you had to pick one, it's just Lacroix is just there for because of from a DEFCON point of view, just in case sometimes Munoz just doesn't hit.
In one match.
But in one match. Sorry, what?
DEFCON in one match.
Yeah, because you're not expecting obviously him to start.
He may not.
Right? That's the thing though. They don't have a lot of defenders even when they have rotated. That's my only thing.
Matter.
That's where. What do you mean?
Play reserve players, man.
Have they?
Chardy Riyad.
They don't give a fuck about the Premier League, bro, at all. They are done with this. Why will मतलब in the जब आप कॉन्फ्रेंस लीग जीत सकते हो, आप क्यों प्लेयर अपने रिस्क करोगे?
नहीं, I'm not saying that. It's just whenever they.
Even if you're risking players, then if their heart and mind are not in it, like, do you actually expect them to do well? Now, if he scores from a header or something, it's fine. वो अलग बात है. But considering कि आप एक मैच एक्सपेक्ट करो वो नहीं खेलेगा, दूसरे मैच में वो गोल खाएंगे, सिटी अगेंस्ट मिनिमम 2 गोल खाएंगे अगर, तो फिर क्या डेफकॉन का क्या करोगे भाई आप? But if you're expecting Lacroix to start against Everton and keep a clean sheet, that's a separate conversation there.
I'm expecting him to start, not necessarily keep a clean sheet, but yeah.
I think this week will give us an idea what kind of team Palace put out.
Yeah.
You can expect something similar against Everton.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think we can move on.
We can move on to Bhatia Saab, your team. You have any chips left? Bench boost? Okay. So how are you planning your bench boost for next week? Like, अभी सोच रहे हो उसके बारे में या फिर आप बस you'll roll and think about it next week?
That is the idea. Roll this week, see next week with 3 free transfers. And I have Verbruggen who plays Wolves. That is fine. Rest, I'm not convinced. Like Bowen and Thiago could be an issue on bench boost 36, but I like their fixture this week. I think that game could have goals. So very happy to have them just this week. Sar is again a concern, but kitne minutes milte hain Palace ke players ko. But if Sar starts 1 and comes off in the other game, 3-4 points, I think could be okay with the double. Baki, I think everyone has a decent fixture. Williams has Nico has Newcastle at home. Triple City is fine. Double Arsenal is fine. Rogers has Burnley. Bruno is fine. So most of the team is fine. Just the fringe players. I think I'll take a call next week once we see more minutes from the Palace guys.
Captain Bruno?
Captain, not sure. Could be Bruno, could be Haaland. If I'm feeling punty, I might captain O'Reilly.
Who are you captaining, Manan?
Haaland for now.
Interesting.
60-40 Haaland.
All right. Bhatia Saab, any urge to remove Semenyo from your team and get in like a Chorky or someone?
I am tempted, but I'll probably do it for the double if I do, not this week.
I agree.
Interesting. Yeah. I won't waste your time and say कि मैंने सोचा अपने बारे में टीम के बारे में कि क्या करूंगा etc. So this is my current team. Not even sure कि मैं wild card कर रहा हूँ इस week. Might roll my wild card to next season so that I have 3 next season. But बड़े सब कह रहे थे कि Bowen Thiago could be good differentials in this week. But हाँ, most likely I'm going to wild card and उसके बाद let's see what's going to happen. But I have not even
Why
made
did
a
you
draft.
wildcard 36? How many transfers do you have?
I have 2 this week.
Your team is not bad. I mean, if you find a better player than Wilson this week.
So you were
Or
saying I use
NDI.
my 2 transfers and
Use one transfer. Use one transfer.
I'll
Whatever punt you want to take, and maybe wildcard 36. Just an option.
yeah,
I
should think
I
about it.
I would wildcard this week and just use those 2 transfers to attack
Yeah.
36, 37, 38%. Because you need like O'Reilly is a again.
It's like कि I am Burnley. Let's just I'm Burnley in 19th. Just got delegated and I'm just gonna use up all my energy in the last 2 matches to attack the end of the season. Yeah.
Lovely. Who are
But
you currently, Rakshit, captaining? Bruno or Haaland? Or O'Reilly or someone else?
most likely none of the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most likely none of the 2. But
Okay.
we'll see when the wild card rolls
Wildcard,
out.
get O'Reilly and captain O'Reilly, Rakshit.
I might just go with Bhatia Sahaab's guy, Matheus Nunes. Why not?
Or you can
But we'll see.
can captain Semenyo again.
Yeah,
that
bro,
is
fucking
that is in poor
awful,
taste.
dude. Even you guys had Semenyo, bro, but he was really bad over the 2. Matlab,
Yeah,
5
he
points
was.
over the double is bad from him. You expect like an attacking return at least. How
Can
was
you-
City Burnley 1-0, bro? What the
No
fuck,
idea.
man?
No
Crazy. Matlab, if you told me City will score more goals against Arsenal than Burnley, I would have like fuck off.
idea. Yeah.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. But एक last question, मैं ये वाला screen डाल देता हूँ. See, I think Arsenal play again before City play. So if Arsenal win against Fulham, they have a 6 points gap with City
Yeah.
having like 2 games in hand. Do you think थोड़ा scoreboard pressure City पे कुछ effect डाल सकता है? And उससे हमारा पूरा thinking change हो सकता है regards to City and Arsenal? कुछ लग रहा है आपको?
I think यार वो हम I think overthink कर रहे हैं कि scoreboard pressure, lead, ये वो. City know they have to win every game. If they win every game with more goals than Arsenal, they are winning the league. And honestly, the way Arsenal has the Champions League fixture and the way they are playing right now, you would back, if both teams win all their games, you would back City to score more goals. Simple as that.
Also, this is an experienced City team who have been in this same situation a lot of times. So I just don't think, and even the manager Pep, he's so experienced that I don't think he'll get affected by Arsenal have won their game. Now it's pressure on us. Like I just feel like it should be fine. The problem is I just feel like City's fixtures are more difficult the rest of the games in comparison to Arsenal. So that might be another factor, but I don't
I'm
think
not sure that's true. I think West Ham away for Arsenal is not going to be an easy game. That is
I'm just
really tricky game.
Overall, I'm talking about. Let's say that's because Arsenal do have Burnley and
I think
Palace.
City
who
have
might
Bournemouth
rotate.
also. Bournemouth is a really tough match for City.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that is their hardest game.
Bournemouth and Villa, if not in Europe, it will be a tough match again at the end of the season.
But that's at home, so I'll back them to get the win there. Etihad pe, I think wo.
They'll beat Villa.
Everton away is also not that easy.
It's not straightforward. It's not straightforward.
All it takes is a 1-0 shit Arsenal will against Fulham and a City draw against Everton 1-1 to flip the whole script again.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why, कुछ भरोसा नहीं होता. That's all. We've seen like.
But Arsenal are also experienced in this situation, right? They've been here last couple of seasons as well, so we know what's happened after that. So it's not just that City are the experienced team. Arsenal have been in this position before numerous times. Everyone knows that. So if they hold their nerve, credit to them. But the odds are more likely that they won't.
But have they held their nerve before?
They're not. So that's why the odds are that they won't.
Yeah.
And coming from Madrid, which is going to be an intense physical battle, against Simeone's team, who are gonna you all know better than me, right? How he likes to play and how Madrid play. Maybe not as physical as they used to, slightly better nowadays, but it's not an easy game. Come back after 3 days, play a
It
fresh
will be
football.
physical.
It's not strict.
It will be
Yeah.
fucking physical.
It will be
Yeah.
no. There are couple. I'm counting. There'll be couple of Arsenal players will get injured. By the way, during this board
And
game.
they already have
They will
no
they will give
Havertz,
to
no
others
Havertz
what
as
Arsenal
well.
do to others. They will employ dark arts. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Just
I
I'll
hope
tell
they
you. I'll tell you. Raya will slip thrice at least in the first leg while getting the ball.
उनके ग्राउंड पे बहुत प्लेयर स्लिप होते
नहीं
हैं.
होता.
They
It's
वो
not easy
है
for
ही
the. Yeah, yeah.
वॉटर ही ऐसे करते हैं और वो ग्रास का
yeah.
लेंथ इस हिसाब से ही होता है. होंगे प्लेयर
ये
स्लिप.
ये वही मैच था जहाँ पे किंग्स की भी स्लिप हुआ था, एटलेटिको ट्रैश फर्स्ट.
Yep,
Was that
yep,
किंग्स
same-
के
yep.
हुआ
same
था.
ground?
जॉन गार्सिया स्लिप हुआ था इन द कोपा डेल रे.
In the Copa del Rey first leg.
बड़े मैचेस में वो कॉमन टैक्टिक है जो एम्प्लॉय करते हैं लोग.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, there'll be a couple of Arsenal players who get injured. I'm very
The
sure.
problem for Arsenal is कि they have a shorter turnaround. उनका it's not like a Tuesday Wednesday, it's like a Wednesday Tuesday also,
Wednesday,
which is also complicated. Atletico, I don't give a fuck about the league. PSG, Bayern don't give a fuck about the league. Only Arsenal give a fuck about their league. So that's also an important match for them. It's gonna be very tricky, that Fulham match. More I think about it, the more I'm not very sure now. Clean sheet के बारे में and all.
Yeah.
Let's see what Arsenal are made of. अभी तक तो they are crumbling, but let's see. But this week we'll get to know a lot about Arsenal.
Yep.
Okay guys, Telegram channel follow करना. Link आपको मिल जाएगा वीडियो के description में. This season is coming to an end, but we'll hopefully have some pre-season content जब next season का game launch होगा.
खेलना है क्या next season?
And next season जब भाटिया साहब और मनन खेलेंगे with a new guest host. तो फीमेल गेस्ट होस्ट. तो
हम अभी डिस्क्लोज नहीं करना चाहते
बहुत
नाम.
एक्साइटिंग. करिए दोस्तों, सब्सक्राइब टू द चैनल एंड वी विल सी यू वेरी वेरी सून.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Bye
guys.
guys, cheers.